We're talking about Pan Month 2016, and we have Darren Shepherd. He's the external officer at Pan Trinbago, and we also have two young ladies from the LH Pan Academy, Natalia and Jovan. Now, normally they say ladies first, but Darren, I'm going to pick your brain, because what is Pan Month about?
Well, this year we're celebrating the 24th anniversary of Pan Month. Pan Month is August is a significant month in the steel band movement. Actually, it's the month that the late Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, the late Honorable Patrick Manning, declared steel band the national instrument of Trinidad and Tobago. As well, it's the month that the first organization for Pan was formed. So August is a very significant month for the steel band movement, and for the last 24 years, we've been celebrating Pan Month.
But as the national instrument of Trinidad and Tobago, we need a month for Pan?
We need a year for Pan. We should be advocating for our instrument 365. Because at the end of the day, if you look at other parts of the world, they honor their own, they honor their instruments, they honor their music. Look at Jamaica. Reggae is 365. We really support Pan during the carnival time. And it's our national instrument. The world has taken it. They have embraced it. And we need to continue to represent our own culture and our own instrument.
So I want to talk about how we can do that representation throughout the year 365, as they say, as well as this month, Pan Month. But before that, ladies, Natalia and Jovan, what is LH Pan Academy about?
Well, the initiative started with Kurt Robinson, one of the captain of LH Pan Group. It started as a venture to foster a better relationship between the band and the community of La Hokata. We targeted children around the ages of 7 to 18 years of age. And we started in 2015, March 2015.
So they're young at the dance. Natalia, how did you hear about it?
Well, they had things on the internet and flyers and stuff like that. And well, my granny really liked Pan, and she came home and she told all of us about it. And I really liked Pan as well, because I played in school, and all of us was really excited to get involved in it.
Well, that brings me to the point, Darren, of how we make this more accessible. Because Natalia just talking about it was online, and she was able to see online as well as flyers. How do we make Pan more accessible, or is that a problem at all?
Well, it is a problem, but what she just described is one of the ways that we could do that, is have more presence, more of a presence online. That's where the young people get their information. And we at Pan Trinbago are trying to do that, trying to upgrade our website and ensure that we have all the material necessary for the young people to get on there and get information about Pan. As well, the school system is very important to the development of the instrument. The younger we start, then the earlier we get them involved in all aspects of the culture. So school, online stuff, as well, we as an organization, Pan Trinbago, is looking at how do we educate our population as to the aspects of the instrument, how do we support it. At the end of the day, it's ours. We need to own it, and we need to continue to rep it on radio and television everywhere. There should be a Pan on every cultural mission that leaves Trinidad and Tobago. There should be Pan playing in the banks. There should be Pan playing in the schools. There should be Pan everywhere. A brass band leaving Trinidad and Tobago should take a Panis with them. That way, we expose the world to our instrument.
When we talk about exposing, and you also spoke about material a little while earlier, I'm wondering how that exposition should take place. And I say that because I know that you are very involved in fusion and making sure that people can, as opposed to just saying is an instrument or is a pan, it can just be considered an instrument in the whole set of instruments that are playing music. How do we make it a little more accessible in terms of the music we play, the places we are? You spoke about being at banks, being at schools. How do we bring that out?
Well, it's interesting that you mentioned fusion, which is something I didn't come here to talk about.
I know.
But it's very necessary in terms of the approach that we are taking. And I talk to my guys all the time. I have some of them with me since they were 12, 13 years old. And our mandate is to change Pan, to change how people view Pan, to change how people receive it, and to change how it is delivered. Because our approach, we play music for all types of people, in particular the young ones. Because if you want to bring the young ones into the instrument, you have to play what they like, and you have to allow them to play what they like. It's not enough to say we're going to play, or we want young people to come into the movement, but we need to play, we need to dress, we need to look, we need to present the thing in a way that is palatable to them.
In terms of dressing and presenting, I see LH Pan Academy, you have your uniforms on. And Giovanni, you were nodding when Mr. Shepherd was talking in terms of playing things that young people are appreciative of. How does that take place in the academy?
Well, we use our repertoire to lure young people into our band. So when we have performances, young people want to go to those performances. So they want to come to the pioneer, they want to learn all the repertoire, they want to go to that performance, that set performance. So creating an environment for the children, and as well as the, actually going out to perform, right? Yeah.
Natalia said that your granny will really like Pan. You find it's important to have family members and other people supporting what it is you do for you to go forward in this?
Yes, because, well, people tend to do better when they have support and love and thing towards them. So if plenty of people support you, you will feel better about yourself doing it, and you'll want to be more involved into the band.
How can we be involved in the activities? What are the activities for Pan Month?
Well, Pan Month started a couple of weeks ago, and just Sunday we had a big program in South, and we want to thank all the bands for participating. It was in honor of a prominent South leader, Mr. Milton Wire Austin, and we had bands like Pan Elders, Fusion Steel, Skiffle, Renegades, Supernovas. They all came out, and we had a bumper evening in Skinner Park. Of course, we lost some clients due to the 100 finals, but for the folks that came out, definitely want to thank you. On Saturday is a big week. This weekend coming is a big weekend. Saturday, we have the Youth Fest at LH Pan Groove's Pan Theatre. And later in the evening, we have something called Love Your Own, where we're going to feature steel bands on that Saturday night that do different things with the pan. So we have Trinidad Eastside Symphony, we have Fusion Steel, we have Sun City, and we have City Sun Valley and Newtown Playboys. All bands that integrate other instruments, vocals, different styles, different approaches to delivering pan music. And on the Sunday, we have the interfaith service at 10 a.m., and that's City Hall on Knox Street. And later Sunday at 4 p.m., we have BP Renegades, Desperados, Supernovas, Southern Marines, and Sun Valley at the Renegades Pan Yard. And on Sunday, we close Pan Month with a big sports and family day at the Larry Gomes Stadium.
Who's invited? How can people get there? Is there a cost?
No, the sports and family day is free, and it's for all steel band members all across Trinidad and Tobago. We have different regions in the organizations. They have the March Pass, where you'll see the southern, south central region going up against the northern region, etc., etc. So it's going to be an exciting evening. Just to mention quickly that on Saturday and Sunday, the fee for entrance at the Renegade Spaniard is $60 for a single and $100 for a couple. So we want to encourage people to come out, support financially what the steel band movement is doing.
Definitely, we want to always talk about this is ours and this is we, but at the same time, let's actually start to put that back in behind, because toting pan not cheap. And like I have a friend who plays percussion, right? So she says sometimes she gets a bit upset when she have two congas, a djembe and Muslim, and then somebody walks through with a violin, or somebody walks through with a flute, and it's almost, there's a different level of respect sometimes as well.
Yeah.
But what can we expect, Jovan and Natalia, at the concert that is going to be at your Panyard?
Well, we have 6 junior bands coming to play for us, as well as Fusion Steel from San Fernando. We have a talent showcase featuring soloists from around Trinidad. It doesn't have to be the Panyards that came to play, but soloists, nonetheless. We have a panorama, like K-N-O-W, which features questions from past and present panorama finals and the history and development of the steel pan, because we really want the children to understand that that is important and you must know a history.
In terms of knowing that history and carrying it forward, because sometimes they say if you don't know what happened already, you can't necessarily go forward with it. But we want to talk about that in just a bit. We take a break, we come back with more. This is Good Morning Trinidad and Tobago.